Greetings from the lab, everyone. Today's gonna be a little bit of an early stream because I wanted to get some stuff out of the way. First things first, I found 2 cave spider spawners, but apparently they're too far apart from each other. They're 36 blocks away. And the maximum is 16 blocks for one person to use 2 spawners at the same time, so I'm fairly bummed out, to be honest, but it is what it is. But yeah, I managed to get a really basic EXP farm going. This isn't really my endgame, I guess, because there is still an Enderman farm that's actually available for anyone to use at spawn, I believe. I just have to nether portal my way over back to the original spawn. But beyond that, what I want to work on today is I wanted to first make that automatic chicken cooker thing. And then another thing that I wanted to make was I wanted to get started on a tower for villager sorting. I'm not exactly sure how I wanted to work out the whole system, but the basics of that would probably be I would gather up all the villagers at the top of the tower. That's where I would have my villager breeder. And then I think I want to have ways to basically rail them up to to lower floors. And if it's basically filled up, then I wanted to basically just loop all the way back up to the top. But because it's gonna be because having the minecart rail go through the entire tower from top to bottom for every cycle for it to check where a villager's spot is free, I think that's going to take way too long, so I wanted to have it slightly more optimized so that the truly optimized way would be to have it operated automatically with redstone, where if a entire floor is filled, it would basically skip that floor and move on to the next one. But I'm not sure exactly how to implement it with the amount of limited space I have for the tower, so what I'm thinking of doing is instead of something that's fully automated like that, I could have it so that if an entire floor is filled and I know it's filled, then I can basically just flick a lever so that it goes to the next floor instead and just skips over the floor completely. I think that's probably the better way to do it for now. But yeah, so the thing that I want to do first, I don't want to spend the whole stream AFKing here. So the thing that I wanted to do first is to basically scout out an area for where the tower is going to be, and then try to figure out the dimensions and maybe hop onto creative and then see what I can come up with. Because the villager breeder is basically going to be multifunctional, I want the useful villagers to basically be used as merchants and the useless ones to be basically pawned off so that I can make an iron farm with them. Though it's not too difficult because in terms of the iron farm, I believe I only need like 6 villagers, I think. So even if they're not terrible villagers, I can basically just sacrifice the first 6 to them and just have the rest of them keep breeding on and on. So I do need to research villager breeders, an automatic one using farmers. That's probably one of my first priorities. And my next priority is basically getting the iron farm set up. So what I wanted to do was let me just climb all the way to the top. So all the intermediate floors between the lobby and the top over here is basically going to be for permanent residents. Each resident will basically take up half of the floor, split either like this or like this. It really depends on the floor, but I try to make it so that every resident will be able to get like a pretty good view outside. So I think that's pretty good. The only problem is this thing, because this thing's kind of ugly, but I want to kind of turn it into something that's first of all, I want to cover this up, and I basically want to have like vines hanging down and stuff like that, make it look like a slightly more natural floating island. So that's basically the AFK fish over here. Over here in this corner, I want to have the whatchamacallit, the chicken automatic breeder cooker thingy or whatever. And then over here is basically where I want to have my entire base of operations regarding villagers. So over here at the top is basically going to be the iron farm. I want to have it somewhere close to the AFK fisher so that while someone's AFK fishing, the iron farm, the chunk is loaded and it's going to keep going by itself. And as for the tower, I kind of want to have it take up this little area over here. And I want to have it go all the way up, and then that way I can basically just sort the villagers manually. Kind of like that. And then I'll have like different floors labeled for different kind of trades. And then yeah, I can basically send down villagers to where I want using minecarts or manually. So the basis of what I wanted to do the Minecraft, the villager sorting was using Seth Bling's old design. I think it's about as recent as it gets, to be honest though. It's the design where the villagers are basically going over activator rails, and whenever a villager is basically put into its own little cubby, the player can then go and check if the villager trait is something that they want, and if it's not, then there's a button above their heads where they can push, and then lava is basically dispensed for a couple of ticks, just long enough for the villager to die and not spread to the nearby blocks. I think that's probably the best way to go about this. Now the problem is, if I were to have a tower, because the sorter itself takes a bunch of space, I'm not sure on how big I need to make the tower and how many villagers I can fit per floor and how I can work out the system where I can basically move carts down and back up as needed. Moving carts back up isn't too important, though it is a nice to have. The only problem is if I send too many villagers down, even if by accident, then I'll have no way to carry them back up if I don't have it go two ways. But having it go down one way would honestly be a lot more space efficient, but this thing has to be pretty solid both ways. So this little island over here is approximately the same shape as that, in terms of size. As for the chicken breeder thing over here, I wanted to have it a similar size. But for this tower over here, I don't mind it being significantly bigger. Now the question is, how big is significantly big, and is it going to be as big as this tower is also another question. Because if it's as big as this tower or possibly wider, the only thing that I don't want it to be is to be taller than this tower. Because I really want this tower to stand out above all the rest. The only tower that I don't mind standing taller is basically this one, because I purposely want to make it into like an observation tower where I just build it up. But yeah, for this one, because I believe the diameter for this one is approximately 21 blocks. Let me just do a quick check. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10th block, and there's one in the middle. So yeah, the diameter is 21 blocks. Actually, in that case, let me just hop onto creative and let's see. Single player, creative. I just want to do a quick check on how I can do this. Where is my circle maker? Circle, yep, okay. Okay, so if I were to have this be a circle, let me just use Polish Andesite. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm only putting glass blocks in the middle just so that it's easier to tell for me where the center is. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. So this is basically the the circle and how big it is as it is right now. Now, if I were to basically have rails, I should probably build this up a little bit further. So just for reference, each floor is gonna each floor, like as in the floor of the floor, is gonna be 2 blocks tall because there is a bit of redstone wiring that's required at the very bottom. Actually, let me do a quick test over here first. Where is the minecart? Minecart. Actually, I should probably make a chest, just so that all the blocks are easier to get to. Oops. So I'll check the minecart in there. All of these are useful. As for what I want to try out first, I think I got the wiring here wrong. Maybe it's because this is glass. If it's like this, oh yeah, if it's a solid block, then it works. So the way it is, why are you like this? Okay, rail. So basically, if I were to go forward on this one, it's gonna, wait, I should probably cover this up first. So this is gonna be the front facing area where we can do the trades. Half slab, whoops. So is there a polished andesite slab? Yep, there is. So kind of like this. And as for the glass, this can be basically just any block that doesn't suffocate. And then I believe it's this one, and then I also need a drop. No, this is a dispense dropper, and maybe it's not dropper, it's dispenser I think that I need. So it's not that, and then there's also a detector. Not detector, observer. Right. Observer. Lava bucket. Let me just see. So a dispenser is supposed to go down. Oops. And so this way, once a villager is in here, they basically can't get out. And then here's the observer pointing into this thing. And then there should be a wooden button, I believe. The reason why wooden button is used over here is SethBling actually did an explanation in the video, but it's because different buttons have different press times, durations, and apparently with the wooden button, it's basically long enough so that this lava drops over here, and then it gets collected back without spreading to the nearby areas. So keeping this open is fine. So if I were to basically do this, where's the villager egg? Villager spawn egg. Oops. I don't know why the card is so rickety. Maybe it's just because it's passing over detector rails. So that's one basic villager in. Huh. Maybe that wasn't fast enough. Powered rail. Redstone block. Now what if I try this? Nope, wrong way. Oh, right, I have the direction wrong. Apparently the thing only works in the counter... No, it's the clockwise direction. So that will... I tried to send a villager counterclockwise, and that's why it didn't work. Yeah, so direction actually does matter when it comes to this, apparently. Oops. Just for testing purposes. And as for this over here, I'm just gonna loop it around. Lever. Yep, and stick a villager in here. I am doing something wrong. I wonder if it's because they're getting booted out for some reason. Oh, right. I think it's because I have the direction wrong. For these things as well. Is it wrong? I think it might be wrong. Let's just double check. Redstone torch. So if I were to have it over here and over here, powered rail. In that case, would it work? Stone pressure plate. And then activator rail. Yep. Now I'll just get in myself and do a little test. Huh. Alright, so I built this on the wrong direction again. Okay, so the detector, the activator rail's over here on this side. So that means I need to cover this up, and then over here, these are andesite solid ones, like this. Like this. Okay, now they're powered. And I need pressure plate, like so. Just cover this up. And this is basically the front facing area now. And if I were to basically use slabs over here like so, then once the villager's in, they can't get out. Before I do the full implementation, I just want to test it out with cart. So if I were to go in now, why did it chuck me out so early? Why did it chuck me out so early? No. Please don't tell me this doesn't work anymore. I think I'm just being dumb. There's a very high probability that I'm just being dumb. There should be activator rail. Very, very high probability. I think it might be because this thing isn't covered fully just yet. What if it's like this? Ah! Okay, I just didn't need... my problem was not giving enough space. Yeah. Okay, so this works. Now I want to try out the dispenser thing again. Okay, so I just have to make sure that this thing goes in this direction. It goes in a clockwise direction, so it has to loop around like so. And because this is in a clockwise direction, the villagers are going to be facing inwards like so. And I do know that Sepling also mentioned that this thing can be quite compact. Now I'm just wondering, if I were to have it like this, then just by placing the polish andesite, the pressure plates, and the half slabs, I can see basically where I can put all the villagers. So for example, like this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I were to do that, then there's 3 blocks left on the side over there. There's 3 blocks left on the side over there. But the villagers is basically going to be going over here. I want to build this fairly compact, so the way that it's normally built is because the contraption above requires a little bit of space as well. Let me just build one of these. With the whole dispenser, observer, button, lava bucket. So dispenser going down. Where is it? Observer like so. And then a button, lava bucket. Yeah, because this thing pops out a little bit, Sepling showed off 2 designs where one of them is basically mirrored so that the button's over here and there's a similar thing off to the side like so, and then it just repeats that way. Or he also showed off an alternative style where I can actually build it even more compact by staggering these. So if I were to have a button over there instead and I have to observe over here, then instead of having slabs over there like this, then the slabs will be 1 block closer. And then it would be kind of like this. And then I would have a 1 block corridor to walk through and basically just do all my trades and stuff like that. So if I were to do this, then the width of the whole contraption, because this part is all rails, this part is all rails with glass going 2 blocks deep like this so that there's no other way for the villagers to drop out. In that case, then because this is 5 wide, I don't think that there's room for me to make 2 of these. Yeah. I'm not sure if there is. If there is, then that'd be great, but I need to think about this a little bit more. Because the way I'm thinking about it is, I kind of want the outer perimeter to basically be reserved for the upward and downward mobility of the carts, because this tower is going to be multi-floor structured. But I'm just wondering, is there room to put 2 of these in a floor? And if there is room to put 2 of these in a floor, how do I implement it without breaking the clockwise rotation angle? I think it's honestly fine if I just have 1 of these per floor though. I mean, it's fine, but it's not really space efficient. So let me just boot up Excel. Sheets.google.com. Now let's just make a new one. Now how do I... it's time to do pixel art. Okay, resize column. What's this? 25. Resize columns, 25. What column height is this? Resize row. Oh, the default is 21. Okay, then 21 it is. Resize column 21. And then how do I insert columns to the right? I want to add a lot. Hold on, I'll switch my view into Excel in a second. For a second I freaked out because I heard a villager noise and I thought that I was in my survival world. It's like why are they doing what are they doing walking out about? Okay, so that's not the case. So let me just bring up a new source. So browser source. No, not browser source. This is window capture. Add a new source. Temp Chrome. And where are you? Untitled spreadsheet. Looks about right. And so if I were to basically make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 1, 2. Nope. Like so. Clear the formatting on this one. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 1. Ah, this is off again. Whoops. Should be down 1. Wait, what am I doing? Right, this thing needs to be just moved down 1. That 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2. Yep. I don't remember what type of gray I used. I think it's light gray. So this is the current diameter of the circle that we're working with right now, but yeah, I think I might have to make the tower wider because from an aerial point of view, how many blocks does each segment take? So if I were to basically look at it from an aerial point of view, each of these sections is basically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks long. 5 by 3. Each unit is basically 5 by 2. And then it's like X number of units. It's like 2x number of units plus 1 for the appended block at the end. So in that case, I'll just put the formula up here. 2x plus 1 x equals number of villagers to confine so basically each of these 2, 3, 4, 5 is kind of like that. The exception being if I were to use the compact version, in which case it would be 9 blocks across, and each of these would basically overlap with each other at a corner. Basically like so. Kind of like that. But if I were to do this, and if I wanted to put 2 of these in a floor, then the total amount of width that is required for this to not bug out completely is 9 by 2, so 9 times 2, so it needs to be 18 wide. That's very wide. It's extremely wide. That being said, it might still be worth it. Actually, it's not even completely 9 by 2 either, because if we have 2 railways back to back, this section of glass can also overlap with the other one. In which case, if I were to basically copy this over and then have another one on the back, then there would be another overlap of the rear blocks over here. So it wouldn't be 9 plus 9, it'd be 9 plus 9 minus 1. So that's 17 blocks wide still. 17 blocks wide. And that's not even considering, and the reason why this tower isn't big enough to support 17 wide is simply because the biggest square that we can get off of this area is, how big is it? It's approximately this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's a 13 by 13 square in the middle. That's not big enough. So what I'm wondering is, what if I were to go with a bigger number like 31? 31 is definitely big enough. Though I have a feeling it's a little bit excessive. 31 is big, but I think it's too big actually at this point. And I'm also wondering if it's even necessary to put 2. Because realistically speaking, how many villagers am I going to be trading with? Because there's going to be like a floor or 2 dedicated to villagers, trading villagers that are going to generate me emeralds. And then the rest of the villagers are basically going to be for things like books, diamond tools, and armors. And realistically speaking, how many is that going to take up? Because the way that I have this tower set up, is if I were to make it much bigger, actually no, like the way that this tower is set up is that if I need more floors, I can just simply dig down, and each of these floors, even if it's 21 blocks in diameter, should still support a good amount. Yeah, it should still very much support a good amount. So as for this one, I kind of want to, whoops. So because this is like this, I want to have it centered. Yep, the centered. over here and over here. So I want to have it centered, and I want to see how many villagers it can actually fit. So this is 12, and this is, yeah, this is 6 and 6. So there's 12 villagers I can fit in total over here. And I think that's actually a pretty good number per floor. And if I have 12 villagers per floor, I could honestly start with a pretty small number, like having 4 floors and dig the rest into the underground. Because, like I said before, I don't want this tower to be built taller than my main tower. I want to have it significantly shorter, just so that doesn't steal all the attention away. So I think 12 villagers per floor is actually a pretty decent number. Now the other question is, how do I implement the system where I want... let me just do a quick mock-up now that I have this on hand. This thing got... Okay, so it's kind of like this. Just move it off to the side. Oh. Let's just do a quick little mock-up before we head over into the actual world and try to make it for realsies. So the way that I have this set up is I need one point of entry where the carts are going to come down and another point of exit where the carts are going to go up. And the way that this is going to be set up is so that for the carts that are going up or down, I want to have levers that I can basically toggle to make it either so that the cart doesn't go up or doesn't go down. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So if the lever is, so it's basically going to be like an, it's basically either be stopping the cart from going up. So the cart is either going to go up or it's going to continue to loop around. Or on the other side, it's either going to go down or it's going to keep looping around. So if I want to reorganize villagers, then I can have the cart looping in a circle. So first of all, the cart is going to go through like this. And then afterwards, it's going to head over into these side sections. Okay. I think I have a pretty decent idea of how this is going to go. So just looking at my reference sheet, okay, so first of all, the minecarts are supposed to go in a clockwise direction, and then it's going to expel villagers inwards over here. So, starting from over here, 2 blocks out, this should be the first block over here, and then it should basically be going like this. And then there's 2 blocks over there. Like so, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 villagers on this side. And there should be room for 3, I think. Is my math off? There's 2 block gap over here, and at the end, all right, because it takes up an additional slot. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. There's 2 over here. Because technically each of these modules are 3 blocks wide. It's just that, yeah, on the diagram that I made, it doesn't really show it properly. And as for the opposite side, because it's going to be like this. Whoops. Is this right? I think it might be easier to just start from this. So basically there's going to be a row going across the top like this, filled with buttons. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I believe that should leave 3 on each side. There's 1 extra. Whatever. So, observers. Are going to be pointing in these directions. They're looking at the buttons, right? Okay, yeah, they are. So observers, observer, observer, observer. And then these ones are going to go down. Whoops. Did I miss one? I did. Whoops. So observer, observer, observer. And then it should be pointing down. Like so. Okay, it's clicking properly now. And so from here, there's going to be... So this is basically where the villager is going to be sitting under. So, like so. And then I'm going to have pressure plates lined up. Solid blocks. And then there's powered rails. And activator rails. Activator rails are basically going to be, so the villagers are going to go through here not a counterclockwise, in a clockwise direction. Go through here like so. Perhaps I should probably be placing these with redstone under them. So with redstone. No, I put it wrong. So activator rails are supposed to go over here, so the ones directly in front of the pressure plates are fine to be powered rails like this. As for these underneath, they need to be redstone torches. And then polished andesite. Activator rails. And then a bunch of glass. So glass. So I basically have this much room on either side to figure out. Actually, let me just do this first. Yeah, to figure out the up and down systems. And also with the remaining area over here, I also need to figure out how to make it so that I have the option of either making it go up or down. One option I have is I can have this rail over here be controlled by a lever. Such that if I deem that I want this card to go up, I can flick the lever, and instead of going this way, it'll just branch off to the left, and it's going to go that way, and it's going to go up or down. And the way that it's going to go up or down is basically going to alternate between each floor. So if this, for example, if this side goes up, then the other side, this section is the one that's going to be going up from here, because I don't think there's enough room for me to have a two-way system in this tiny area. Not with my level of minecart knowledge, at least. Pick this up, and let's just run a quick test again. So just minecart, and villager. Is there no way to insta-gib you? Whatever. I don't think I put enough glass. Glass, like so. Now it works. Alright, that thing has to stop at the very end. Or it has to keep looping in one direction, or else it's not going to work. So because this activator rail is deactivated now, so the next villager that I put in and send is going to go over to the next section. It's supposed to go into the next section. It's because I didn't load it up like this. Whoops. Why are you all cramped up in there? These are power rails, not activator rails too. Huh. Come again? What? That is not how this is supposed to work. Not at all. Oh, whoops. I used the wrong kill command. How did Seth Bling do this? Hold up. Hold up for one hot second.
An infinite village.
I wonder if this is because Minecraft... I don't think redstone mechanics have changed much? Question mark? Because as for this activator rail, it's deactivated, so I don't know why it's picking up villagers. Or is it because it's so close to the minecart that it's getting picked up automatically? No, it's just going by naturally. That's not the problem. So why are you like this? Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, okay, and with this one, because they're so cramped up together in that one little area, this one's gonna pick it up. Yeah, but my question is, why are these activator rails activating so early? When these should clearly be deactivated. Yeah, these are deactivated, so why is it picking up villagers? Why are you like this? Okay, so I need a little bit more time to think. I have to figure out if this is my fault or if it's... Yeah, I have to figure out if this is a problem with my implementation of the design or if something's changed in Minecraft to not allow for this to happen anymore. Okay, so it's a 2-block gap. It's because of these being filled. This really shouldn't be the problem though. Cool. Yeah, that's something's off. Well, we can test the kill switch at least. And then they should burn up before the fire goes out. Yep. Okay, so the kill switch works. But why are you activating so early? Stop clumping up together. This one's deactivated, so why are you... It's because this one's being activated? Or no, wait, it's normal for this one to be activated because it's supposed to shove you into the top, into the forward and right ones. Or did I get the direction wrong again? But this is the clockwise direction. Did I do it wrong? No, in Seth Link's video, this direction is right. So the one before that needs to be deactivated, and the one in forward, one in front needs to be activated. This is not good. Cause then it might get to the point where I have to manually just chuck the villagers into each of these components. Actually, if I were to take a much more manual approach, that actually wouldn't be too bad in the first place, just because I'd have a lot more control over where I could put the villagers. But it's a lot more effort than having the sorter and just automatically being able to go through villagers. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, I've decided. I'm not gonna turn this structure into a tower. I'm gonna have another building for the villager sorter. And then as for the tower itself, I have a better idea. For the tower itself, I'm gonna have a rail going through it. It's just that it's gonna have a lot less redstone contraptions. Also because it doesn't need a kill switch. Because for the villagers going into the tower, they're gonna be specifically hand-picked ones where they're gonna be valuable for trades, and I'm gonna have to manually put them into each of these locker type things. So for the tower to be 21 blocks in diameter, that's fine. But the villager sorter itself, I'm gonna have like a rectangular building that's just gonna feed villagers out. So this is basically gonna be a 3-part contraption. Actually 4 parts. 3.5. Yeah. I have an idea. So I no longer need this math. Okay, so 3.5 part villager sorter. The first part is basically going to be the villager breeder. Using farmers. Send villagers to collection area, and then 2 is going to be the villager sorter. This is the collection connected to collection area. And then the third one is going to be the villager trade tower. And it's going to be hand-picked villagers sent to specific floors depending on use case. And fourth, and the 3.5 thing is going to be iron farm. Send over 6, I think it's 6, of any villager to maintain village. I think that's probably what I need to do. I am not gonna be able to finish this in one day. This is probably gonna be my project for the coming week. For something a little bit more basic, I want to start out with the automatic chicken cooker. Minecraft automatic chicken farm. Oh, a 2-minute video. How handy. Okay, I'm gonna hop over into the multiplayer world now. My god. So the villager troubles, yeah, I there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that in one day. I can start with the tower construction just so that I have a general idea of how big it's gonna end up. But that's really not a high priority. And also because I'm gonna be handpicking all the villagers, I wanna be a little bit smarter with how I place the villagers. Yeah, smarter is one way to put it. So first of all, automatic chicken cooker thing. All right. Oh man, I wish I had shulker boxes. Oh, lag strikes again. So I need a chest and 2 hoppers. I'm actually really short on iron. I burnt through a crap ton of them. And I was actually waiting for... Cause there's an item in the slime fun guide. It's under tools. It's... what is it? Nope. Smelter's pickaxe. Yeah, it's this one. Maybe I should just unlock it now. Okay. Lava crystal and ferrosilicon. Resources. Ferrosilicon. I don't have enough levels. Where's the lava? Whoops. Hello? Lava ingot? Hello? Oh, don't tell me it's another like advanced resource kind of thing. Is it magical items? That's a lava crystal. I don't think it's a lava ingot though. Wait, which one did I need? Smelter's pickaxe. Oh, it is lava crystal. Lava crystal and ferrosilicon. Please don't be so expensive. Where are you again? Lava crystal, 14 levels. Ah, jeez. Oh, bother. Okay, and because none of the wikis actually tell me what kind of the recipe I need to actually make something, I have to go hardcore grind EXP. Oh, that sucks. Cause I have 3.5 stacks of iron ore, and because the smelter's pickaxe works with fortune enchantment. Okay, so what the smelter's pickaxe does is, if you mine an ore with it, it drops out the smelted version. So for example, for iron, you would get iron ingots, and for gold ore, you would get gold ingots. And it works with fortune, so there's a good chance that I might be able to just multiply this stack by a huge amount if I can unlock the thingy. Actually, because I don't... I mean, I could just spend a couple of minutes just waiting there, because I'm pretty sure if I want to get 12 levels and 14 levels, I'm pretty sure that in total it's going to take approximately 10 minutes, I think. Especially because it's not like I'm waiting for that many levels in total, because the EXP curve is a lot flatter at the start. I mean, not flatter, because the EXP curve is a lot slower at the start. It shouldn't take too long, even if I were to go to my... no. Yes, fight each other. Yeah, even if I were to go to my spider spawner, I don't think it's gonna take too long. I actually should have been doing all the brainstorming while I was at the spawner, to be honest. But whatever. So that's a llama. I don't know if I can tame llamas. No. Stay away from me. Oh yeah. So the mineshaft kind of generated in a really awkward position, and once I found it, I also discovered the the spider spawner. So I completely took over it. So this is where I was at the start of the video as well. This little hatch is for all the straight EXP orbs. Though I'm wondering if I were to put... If I were to flip the direction of this, right? I think that might still work. By flipping the direction, I mean like this. You can definitely escape right now. That's not what I need. By flipping the direction, I mean like this. Oh, that wouldn't work. Ow. Would it? Nah, it still wouldn't work. Change of plans. I think they can only cross over if there's a bunch of them and they end up pushing each other down. But otherwise they're kind of stuck up here because of this half slab anyways. So I'm just wondering if it's even necessary for me to cover this bottom up. Oh crap. Oh yeah, it's making its way through. So much for that idea. So yeah, this is as good as it's gonna get. None of them have leaked out over here though yet, so that's good because they're all getting stuck over here and not on the side. So I'm pretty sure this is still a safe place to be. Though if I want to make sure, I can just use a lever and just close it off like that. That should stop any spiders from getting stuck on the side. Oh yeah, so now that I have level 12... Actually, I'm almost at level 13, so I'm gonna hold off and I'm gonna unlock the llama crystal first. And then we can see how expensive the smelting thing really is. I'm hoping it's not too expensive. I do want to start making it. Because for the most part, I've been neglecting most of the slime fun stuff. Honestly, I'm wondering how many people are on the server right now. Yeah. I was wondering if it might be faster for me to just portal over to spawn and then head over to the ender. Head over to the end and then visit the nether ender farm. In terms of fast tracking my progress, that would probably be it. But then I have to figure out a way to... Because I'm also wondering if Slime Fun has a way to get packed ice, because I do want to connect my base over to the spawn one with a packed ice highway. So that if I were to take a boat, it would only take like a couple of seconds, even though it's like 800 blocks. Couple more spiders to go. I'm so sad that the two spawners I found were too far apart from each other. If only they were a bit closer, then it could have been so much better. Also, too bad it's not a zombie or a skeleton spawner. Those ones are worth more EXP because the mobs can actually spawn with equipment, and they in each piece of equipment basically adds one extra one extra point of EXP. Okay, lava crystal, what are you? More unlocks? Magical lump 1 and ancient rune. Okay. Magical lump 1. Okay, this one only takes 3 levels. But what about the other one? Oh, is it ancient rune fire? This one takes 15 levels. That's more than the amount of... That's more than what it takes to unlock the first thing in the lava crystal. Oh boy. Oh, it's lagging. And these spiders should also be out of range for the spawner, so it shouldn't... It should honestly be working... It should be working a lot faster, actually. I wonder what's taking so long. It's not leaking light anywhere, is it? It shouldn't be leaking light anywhere. Oh, wait, why is this torch here? Now it should be a lot faster, I think. Because that torch is basically just lighting up half the area. So let's see. Oh yeah, they're coming in now. Okay, that's a lot more like it. I missed my chance to level up at the start of level 3, so I'm just gonna keep going until I hit level 12. Because I do need to unlock... what is it? Yeah, the Ancient Rune. Ancient Rune and the Ferrosilicon. Okay, now they're coming in properly. So, for the villager breeder... I also have to figure out where to store all the villagers for the villager sorter. So in reality, the 3.5 villager sorter thing is actually 4 parts, with 3 main parts and 2 half parts. I kinda want more of these to build up first so I can actually make use of the swords AoE. Let me just do a quick look into what other things I can unlock. I'm hoping Magical Lump is really easy to make. Ancient Rune Fire sounds rough. It just sounds really rough. I don't know how rough it is, but it sounds rough. Oh, and I'm gonna have to make another stupid little thing to make everything too, aren't I? Gonna need like a magical crafting station or something. Yeah, the CXP is so much faster now. Please don't be too complicated. I'm just trying to think of what I might need. Okay, there's these things called enhanced furnaces too. I'm kind of interested in them though. If I were to make a super furnace, a super smelter, then it's mostly useless. Though a faster super smelter would be kind of amazing in its own right. Expensive, yes, but amazing still. Unless it has like a chance to like double its resources or something like that, then I don't see the point to having... Oh yeah, no. Apparently the enhanced furnaces actually do have increased efficiency, so if you wanna... Yeah, even for super smelters, right? If you were to like chuck in a lava bucket as fuel, it would still be more efficient for cooking a large amount of blocks. So instead of cooking just under 2 stacks, you would be able to fully smelt 3 stacks and a little bit more. Okay, one more, and then I think I can... Is it one more? And then where's resources? Ferrosilicon, yep. Start to wonder about Silicon Valley. Okay. Smeltery using iron ingot, iron dust, and silicon. Silicon is quartz. Okay. And iron dust is iron ore and an ore crusher. How do I get ore crusher? 6 levels. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this is too slow. I'm gonna portal over to home base. This is way too slow. Way too slow. So I'm gonna hit up the Ender Farm and then unlock everything that I need. I think that's probably for the best. Oh gods. The amount of EXP I need. But if I'm to portal over to the home base, I feel like I'm under geared. Cause the nether is pretty spooky, not gonna lie. But if I want to gear myself up, I need levels too, so... Okay. And I don't want to lose my pickaxe either. So an accidental death. I'll keep the slime fun guide on me. Is there anything else that's important that I don't want to lose? This iron pickaxe is valuable. This diamond sword is... it's okay. This diamond axe I do want to hold on to. I'm gonna combine the two later. Okay, so I'm gonna... no, but ditching a diamond pickaxe is not a good idea. I mean, I can leave this particular pickaxe behind and I can make another one. Simply because if I'm gonna be working with obsidian, then I just wanna make sure that... do I have flint and steel? I also need flint and steel as well. I believe I have a mostly unused one. There's also a little bit of obsidian over here in case I want to make an ender chest. Oh yeah, flint and steel. Flint and steel is important. I'm gonna make myself a brand new diamond pickaxe just as like a little throwaway for the nether. And then I'll head on over and see what's up. And then maybe I'll be able to make a half decent path towards the base as well. So 1, 2, 3. Do I have any obsidian in here? I do not. It's a little bit of a problem. It's not like I have a ton of food either. Speaking of food, I should probably work on the chicken thing first. I'm getting so distracted. There's so many things that I need in this game that feels so far, so unreachable. Yep, this is about right. So because I'm not going to be heading... oh yeah. The whole thing started because of a whole rant the whole little rant I did on this iron. Oops. So for this one, and this one, because I need hoppers, and this isn't enough. I need 2 hoppers, 2 dispensers, 2 observers, 2 redstone dust, 1 comparator, 1 lava bucket, 1 carpet, 1 slab. Okay, so first thing first, I'm gonna go, while it's cooking, I'm gonna go grab the lava. I haven't done any new mining yet, but I might have to do some more for iron. Though that smelting pickaxe, it sounds so useful. Right, so which one of you guys was it? I wasn't here. I do know that there was a lava pool somewhere. What? Did I cover it up? I thought there was an easier to access lava pool somewhere. Huh. Most curious. It must have been earlier on then. I think it's here. Yep, it's here. Yoink this real quick, thank you very much. And I believe the iron should have finished smelting. Oh, this elevator, so nice. So nice. Yep, the iron's all done. Oh yeah, speaking of, I should probably research the magical clump. Back. Magical items, magical clump 1. Alright, what are you? Grindstone and nether wart. Okay. That's surprisingly cheap. Though I still need to use grindstone. Oh, this unlocks all the lumps. What? No. Okay, so it requires just a crap ton of nether warts. Okay, makes sense. Now, grindstone, this also requires 4 levels. Okay, everything requires levels. Jeez. Yeah, I think I might have to spend like a day in like the... at the end. Just farming up like a bunch of levels and unlocking everything in the guide. It's a major pain. So, 2 hoppers. I'm gonna go with a double chest. Just because I can. I'll make another one. And then... so the chest and hoppers are done. I'll throw this eye over here, I don't need it. I have too many slime fun guides. I need to toss some. Oops. Do I have stone in here? I don't. I need stone. Actually, I think I did cook up a little bit of stone, so I'm actually gonna make a little bit more. Around 24 should be pretty good. Oh, these don't work in blast furnaces, huh? So it has to be a regular one. That's fine too. Okay, so I'll have that going. So 1 chest, 2 hoppers, 2 dispensers, 2 observers. Need redstone. 2 dispensers, 2 observers. Is there anything I need over here before I head back down? Comparator, lava bucket, carpet slab, glass, breeding seeds, chickens, and building blocks. That means I should probably just carry over some of these. And yeah, just do some basic inventory reorganization. As for the glass, I have some here, glass and stone. Gonna keep the lava bucket out of my inventory just in case I try to accidentally burn something down. So I should have glass. Yep, there's glass. As for this dirt, I'll chuck it over here. Andesite. Diorite. Smooth stone. I only have 6 stone. No way. Okay, yeah. I just didn't take it out. Okay, that's a lot more reassuring. I thought I was being done for 2 sessions in a row. So I need dispensers, observers. Let's see. So in terms of redstone, dispensers are bow related, so I need string. I'll check the mines, and if there aren't any, then I'll head back to the spider farm because I know there's a bunch of string over there. Yeah, there's enough string over here. I also need these sticks. So just craft 2 bows. Dispensers. Dropper. Is it this? Dispenser? Yep. 2 dispensers. 2 observers. Observers requires nether quartz. Okay. Comparator, lava bucket. Nether quartz. Observer. Just need 2 of these. 2 redstone dust. I need comparators. I need 1 comparator, a lava bucket, carpet, slab, glass. Carpet, slab, and glass. Do I have wool? Huh. Okay, so this cobblestone I'll leave. No, I actually need the cobblestone. I'll drop off the nether quartz. I don't need that. Drop off nether quartz. Redstone is kind of a bother in my inventory. I don't really need that either. Trapdoor I don't need for sure. It's kind of been sitting in my inventory for the longest time. This thing doesn't even need any redstone torches, so I'll leave this. The stone I'll stow away, and the string I'll return here. I don't want to accidentally burn through smooth stone. Even though I could just pick it back up with a silk touch pickaxe. Don't want to bother with it just yet. So as for why I'm holding onto the stone, it's just so that I can build up the structure up top. So 1 chest, 2 hoppers, 2 dispensers, 2 observers, 2 redstone dust, 1 comparator, 1 lava bucket, carpet, slab, glass. Carpet, slab, and glass. Do I want to use cobblestone slab? It's kind of ugly, but I think it'll have to do. Now I just need carpet and glass. No, carpet and chickens. As for chickens, I'm just gonna yoink like all the eggs we have, because we have like a chest full of eggs. I think that's fine for now. Is the sheep still alive? Doesn't seem like it is. I don't hear any buzz. That could be a problem. A small problem, but a problem nonetheless. Because passive animals, they should spawn naturally in grassy areas too. So I'm pretty sure if I just do a little bit of looking around, I should be able to find one no problem. Like, there's a cow over there. Squid. Oh, yeah, I hear the buzz. There you go. There's my carpet. And as for the eggs, I'll bring them up after I build the thing in the first place. A pig and a wolf just relaxing over there. That's one of the most unlikely friendships you could find in Minecraft. So there's pigs over here, but I have no intention of breeding them. Simply because... Ooh, impaled by drowned. That's not a good way to go. So I'll start branching out from here. Yeah, so I want this corner. How much of this corner did I take last time? I only took one. Does sword no longer break objects faster? Huh. I believe it was like this, so I took off the three at the end. That kind of doesn't feel right. But it is. It doesn't feel right, but it is. Alright, right. And then I can just line the sides with stone fences so that I don't fall off. I should probably do that now, actually. Stone fence. No, wait, but if I do this, then I can't get through either. So how do I do it over here? I had it one block wider, I think. Yeah, there's two. It alternates between 2 and 3. Kind of like so. And then now I can't fall off here even if I wanted to. And I want to keep building this out until it reaches the center point of this island. Is it at the center? I have no idea what the center is anymore. I'll look for the actual coordinates. So it should be 3756. Once the center is 3756, that's fine. 3756, 3756, and I'll mark it off with a torch. 3756. Whomst have messaged me? Okay, it seems that I might have to cut this stream a little bit short, but I'll be back in the evening with potentially this thing completed, or no, I think I'm just gonna be AFKing at the spider spawn for the time being and try to unlock some more stuff. And then during the evening, I'm gonna make a chicken spawner thingy, and then yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I did a lot of brainstorming when it comes to the villagers things this stream. Hopefully I can make it into an actual thing slowly but surely, because I have a feeling this thing's gonna take quite a long time. And I did look into soul jars to see if, to basically verify if an iron golem farm is worth it or not. And to my knowledge, I think if I wanted to make a fully charged soul jar for a proper cage, for a monster spawner, I have to basically kill it 128 times squared. So even if the iron golem is more efficient, I would still need to basically kill that many iron golems in the first place to make it work. Either it's 128 or it's like 1,000 something, 10,000 something. But in either case, it's not something that I can get easily, especially because it's also gated behind a crap ton of other EXP unlocks. So I will continue on with the Iron Golem farm for the time being. And yeah, I didn't realize how bad this food situation was. So I'll be back in the evening to build a chicken thing. And until then, I think I'm just going to spend most of my time AFKing at the spider spawner. So thank you all for dropping by, even if it's a little short stream. And I'll see you guys in the evening. Thank you and bye.